Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Intuitive Energy Forecast for April 19th, 2022. I'm Arlene Grace, an intuitive energy coach, master numerologist, and channel. So I was feeling into today's energy, and this beautiful vision came through. And today's energy is that of the two and the two of diamonds. And so the two of diamonds is the wheeler dealer card. It's an energy that really precludes to creating these contracts and contracts with others based on money, based on value, based on the tangible things. We're still in the energy of money, material things, places, right? With the diamonds energy. And the two is really speaking about community, connection, more than one. It's also speaking to our own connection to ourselves and coming into this place of seeing the polarity of things, right? Playing in this landscape of lack or abundance, worthy, unworthy, up, down, in, out, all of those things. And this identification that we live in this world that is full of it. And that living in this world of polarity, of contrast, really allows for us to navigate our life so that we can create better focus, right? And when I say better focus, many of us are inclined to actually move in the direction of what we don't want. It takes a little while to shift our own momentum of that, to shift our own perspective, our perceptions, to focus on what we want to experience. It's noticing something outside in the world, and it's like you're getting your bill and you're not happy with how much you have to pay. And so you're feeling the lack, and it's shifting, oh, I don't have enough money, quickly to, oh, hold on, what would it feel like to be worthy? What would it feel like to be valuable? What would it feel like to have abundance, an abundance of money flowing to me? What would that feel like? I'm going to shift my focus. And the vision that I get with this is of this woman. And so this woman is standing and she's holding the hand of her 3-year-old and her 3-year-old daughter. And she's standing there and she's looking disheveled. She's feeling tired. She's feeling low. She's feeling down. She's feeling sorry for herself. She's playing, oh, woe is me type of energy. She's sad. And she's looking at the mirror. And in the mirror, she's looking at herself. And her reflection that she's looking at looks at her and says, do you feel worthy now? And she doesn't say anything. And the little girl's just holding her hand, just watching the reflection in the mirror. And now it shifts. And so now there's an image that she's experiencing through the mirror. And it's of her and her daughter, and they're at the park. And there's a bunch of moms there. And the daughter's playing and she's doing all of these things. And she slides down the slide by herself. And so you can see in this, in the reflection in the mirror, like the mom's all proud and she's happy. And she's like, oh, look at what my daughter did and all of these things. And the reflection comes to her and says, do you feel worthy now? And so it reverts now to her. And she has just come from the salon and her hair is all done. She got her hair dyed and she's got this beautiful cut and she's got some makeup on. And the reflection again says, do you feel worthy now? And then it shifts to another and she's wearing certain clothes and she's driving a certain car. Do you feel worthy now? It shows her at her career, and at her career, she's working really hard and she's getting the accolades and she's getting all of the things. And the reflection, do you feel worthy now? Now it shows another image of her at work and she's getting in shit. She's getting in trouble. She made a mistake and it now cost the company some money and all of these things. And so she's actually getting a a white slip. And so she's getting fired and she's watching, and the woman stands up from the desk and she's holding the white slip and she says, do you feel worthy now? And so it just goes on and on and on and on. And it's interesting because this little girl that's holding her hand is just looking at her and she's watching her mom's face. And her mom's face is showing her, oh, she felt worthy when I was doing good things. Oh, she actually felt worthy when she was looking at herself and she was all done up. Oh, and she didn't feel worthy when this happened and this. And she's curious and she's confused. Right. And so now she's pulling at her mom's hand and her mom's just busy looking at the reflection and she's almost feeling shocked. Right. She'd never had that perspective before. She'd never realized, like even the image of her standing with her husband and her daughter, and they're standing in front of their house and it's the summer and it's a beautiful family picture. Looks perfect. And again, her husband looks at her and, do you feel valuable now? Do you feel worthy now? And the child pulling at her hand, a little bit confused, and she looks at her and she says, come down, come down. And so the mom comes down on one knee and she's looking at her daughter in the eye. And she just she places her hand on her mom's heart. And then she places her hands over her face, right? So she's cupping her face. And she's like, always worthy, always valuable. And she lets go of her mom and she goes to the mirror and she actually pushes it. So the mirror just shatters, right? And she goes back to her mom and she's poking her mom in the heart and she's like, worthy, valuable, you, love, always. Has nothing to do with the mirror. Has nothing to do with those things. It's all here. And so your invitation today is to redefine your value, redefine your worth, and to really look at that and to notice that, and to notice that in your own physical experiences. Like I'm hearing money. So like looking at your own money story, looking at your relationships with your body, especially because with the diamonds, you can feel anxiety quickly in the body. You can feel the physical manifestation of the dis-ease of your mind and emotions. And so really taking a look at your life and noticing, am I willing to redefine my value here at work? Am I willing to disconnect the idea that having this position, this label of, I don't know, I was an expediter and I thought I was cool. So expediter is valuable, or all of these things, and coming into discovering, what does value mean here, right? We're coming into this, or we are in this energy. This entire year, we're in April, is all about wholeness, harmony, well-being in every single aspect of your life and within you. This two energy is really inviting you to come here to you, to come into connection and partnership in communion with you, and not just the body, not just your emotions, not just your mind, all of you. And so in that, are you willing to redefine the value of you? And that when you can redefine the value of you and you can move that in the world, just like love, that you can actually receive physical evidence of that mirrored back to you. That you move away from going outside of yourself. This mother, she was going outside of herself to define her value. that you can come and discover it from within. And when you can move into that place of coming from it from within, then the contracts come, then the attraction to the clients come, then the accolades come. But all of that comes not because you're looking for it, not because you need it, but one, because you're creating an experience of you, the value of you out in the world, in the service that you do, whether that is as a mom or as a business owner or as an expediter or as whatever. And that's just the natural way of things. It's the natural mirror of it. And so today, play with redefining that. Be willing to bring your value into your focus. Be willing to feel what value and worthiness feels like in the body. Perhaps redefine that into whole being. And then allow whatever comes up in your way, because that will create a disruption in your life. And the disruption will create a wave of experiences with people, with places, with things that show you where you don't think you're whole, where you don't think you're valuable, where you don't think, you're enough, so that you can break through them, right? All of us have been conditioned to go outside of ourselves. All of us have been conditioned to meet others' expectations with the expectation that they would meet ours. And that does include love, and that does include your worthiness and your value. No one has been taught, I'm not going to say no one, very few of us have been taught self-love. To bring our focus to, what does that mean for me? What does love mean for me? What does it feel like in my body? And the same thing with your value and your worthiness. Because at an early age, we were conditioned with, oh, you're a good girl because you did that. Oh, you're a good boy because you succeeded in this. Oh, you fixed a problem. Great. Do you feel that in your body? Oh, you are worthy because you fixed the problem. Come back in. Feel the value running through your body. Where does it begin? Feel the love in your body. Where does that begin? And simply call on it by asking yourself, what does it feel like to love? What does it feel like to feel love in my body? What does it feel like to feel worthiness or value in my body? What does that feel like? And just notice. And notice the more you focus on it, the more it expands. And what if it was just that simple? Beautiful. Questions, comments, please feel free to share, and I will be happy to respond. Wishing you the most amazing day and sending you so much love. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.